what reason? Now, granted, she agreed to the interview and I didn't put a gun to her head, but I did have moments of like, it's very hard. You have to be sympathetic to the
It's a
person in
delicate
front of
balance.
you. You have to be, because they're a human being and you have to talk to them like them. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, look, she was very much like, no, I'm not saying that. The most interesting thing about the whole interview for me, was that she said there was a text chain and that the Tedsta was involved. And it was a text chain. Sarah, first of all, go and listen to the interview, girl. I thought you listened to
Sorry,
every
I know.
It's
I
fine. I
listen to a
understand.
lot, but
It's okay.
yeah.
I'm being funny, but she, the Tedsta was involved in, like, there was a text chain, and like Morgan would share stuff that, like, if Kyle liked something, if Kyle posted something, she would share it or like it. Same thing with the Tedster, and she wouldn't do it for her, but she was like, I just found that. Do we have a little fame whore on our hands, this Morgan Wade? I don't know. I never heard of her before this.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody had. You talk about, you went from, I mean, I guess she had some following in the country music world,
Yeah.
but nothing like what she had all of a sudden. And I'm sure she's loving it. I mean, what better thing for her career? I'm sure she's getting booked at venues she was never getting booked at before. And now
Listen,
we're going to have a whole season about her.
if there's a meet and greet, and you could just get a picture with Morgan, you and I are going. Now, she's not going to answer any of our questions, but we're going, girl. I'll sit through
100%.
Listen, we'll go because you hate waiting in lines. We'll go. We'll get the picture, and guess what? We'll pay the ticket. We won't even stay for the show, girl. We'll hand our front row tickets to someone else.
I mean, I like to stay for a few songs, but these people, it's like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know who goes to these shows. I mean, you don't have kids, like clearly you and our lovely friends, Leviss and Dario. I mean, although they'll probably end up with a kid and then they'll like be like, okay, we're not waiting in fucking line either. I don't know who they do these shows for, because I have a child that gets up at 6 a.m. regardless of if I'm hungover or not. Like,
darling,
what time does Erica go on?
Darling, when you come, I'm already giving you the rundown of Erica. You have to be at the meet and greet at 4:45 p.m. That will actually start the meet and greet at like 5:30. So for 45 minutes, you better have your drink. I don't want to hear it. And then after the meet and greet, we have like 2 hours before the show. You can go back to your room and refresh. That's like what I do. And then you'll see the show you'll buy some merch. We'll see if there's new merch when we're there. You better decide if you're coming, because it's in December.
I'm going to the blackjack tables. I love 21. And I'm a flirt. Honey, I will find us a sugar daddy. You've got to blow him though, because I do love my husband. I know you don't believe in marriage, but I still really, really love him.
I will blow him. It's kind of like Erica says. It's kind of like Erica says on the trailer, like, whatever, just find me someone with like $80 million and I'll blow them. I mean, hello, where have you been?
I know it's so hard not to blow rich people out here, but anyway,
it is so hard. It is so hard not to.
So hard. Look, I'm still intrigued. Right now, if you look at the I don't know, like the board of what is compelling going on in the housewives world, I do think this is in the top 5 of like, most salacious, like, there's probably going to be other little tidbits that come out about it. Yeah,
we're talking about this.
Fascinating.
We're talking about this more than we're talking about, as the kids say, Scumdoval. I say Scandoval. Now you made me swear. Listen, I told you guys, I work with Fox. I have worked with Fox. I am lucky. I am honored on my bended knees to say that my team works with the people at Fox, and we get people every week when they're cast off The Masked Singer. They have to say yes to press. I have to say I want them. Believe it or not, they present people and I say no. These lovely people listening, that's not on brand for my audience. I'm going to pass. But they're so nice to me. They even tell me, now this week we don't have press from this person, but Diver is going to be voted off, and Diver is Tom Sandoval. And I say, can I blow talk about blowing people? I'm like, can I blow all of you? Can I blow all of you? They're like, he's not doing any press. And then I have to get deeper. Well, I need to know, is this a lie? Are you lying to me? Did he say, I don't want to do Behind the Velvet Rope because it's a scandalous podcast? They're like, girl, you have lost your mind. Like, they're very non-dramatic there. They're just like, he's not doing any press through, I'm not saying press on his own, but they're like, through us, there's no press surrounding this. It's not happening. Well, probably because he has his own damn podcast. Right. But trust me. So I've known about Dive. I can't tell. When I tell you it is so top secret, you can't even put in an email to the 2 executives like, anything about, you have to say, hey, any change of heart with Diver, you can't, if you mention the person's name in an email, you will be fired. Like, it's so top secret that I am like, I cannot say it. So I've known about Diver they're nice enough to say you can't, they love this. It's like sadomasochistic with all the power. They're like, well, the next 2 weeks, these are the people. Anthony Anderson, who I would love to have from Blackish.
Yeah, because you really watch the show. Yeah, you should.
I would have taken him, and then they're like Diver, Tom Sandoval, and then I'm like, wait, what? I was just doing something else at the same time. What? I can't. What? So I've known about Diver. There you go.
Oh my God, what good scoop. And, by the way, Tom Sandoval needs to come on our show, because it's one thing to have your own podcast, but when you come on good podcasts like ours, it really humanizes you. And Tom should come on our show and be vulnerable, and he would gain so many thousands of fans.
I agree. Look, a lot of people say, I mean, that's not even my goal. Like, you can hate the person when you're done. A lot of people will say, I can't even think of examples. I hated this person now that you interviewed them. They're human. It's like, it's not even like I don't know what it is, but I do like, I agree with you. I like to bring out the human side in people, and you could still hate them. But a lot of people do say, like, wait a second, I can't believe I like this person now for the first time. And that happens a lot. Yeah.
It would happen to Tom when he comes on our show.
What did you discover about him? Something with his brother, you were telling me?
Well, first of all, I didn't know that Tom had a brother, but Sandoval is revealing a lot more, obviously, on his podcast. And he's just basically saying that he regrets the affair. This past episode he did. He regrets the affair that he had with Rachel, the entire thing. He, wishes that he could go back. He would have done a much cleaner breakup from Ariana. But it just didn't happen. He says to some degree he was influenced by what he saw with Katie and Schwartzy, because Katie and Schwartzy had was it amicable for a while, or it was always contentious?
No, it was, I think it was as amicable as a breakup could be. Deborah Lee and Hugh apparently are going to try to go that route. I just think, does it ever stay amicable like that?
It's rare. Well, he wanted it. He sort of wanted it to be amicable like Schwartzy and Katie's, but then, he didn't have the balls to do it. Anyway, he also talks about his brother. He says that one of the lowest points, it sounds like his brother. So somebody needs to look up Dr. Sandoval. I don't know what he's a doctor of, though. I guess the brother's very private. I believe it's Adam Sandoval. Maybe I'm thinking Adam Sandler. Hold on. But anyway, he says his own brother texted him, called him when all this was going down with Scandoval, and was like, delete the picture of us from your Instagram. I'm private. I don't want to be associated with you. That was his own blood brother, he said.
Yeah. Listen, this got really tough. He also said things like, he doesn't feel like putting Ariana on the pedestal, like what's going on with America. And he said things a little bit like that.
Brian